Ready.
You can't bring
Yeah, well, whatever you can do, if you want to, God bless us, there's no wrong.
You can't bring.
Right? So anyway,
No, you can't bring.
right,
Private.
so hold on, we'll start off now. So electricians, right? Prospective electricians, right? For trading. So we are here this Sunday morning, right? We are going to get some of our electricians certified from level 2 go. So this matriculation, we enable them to go as far as they want to go in the electrical industry. So before we start, we're going to ask Mr. Johnson to say a word prior there for us, Mr. Johnson.
Get your pasta.
Our Father, as we gather here today, in your mighty name, want to give thanks and asking for guidance from now on and forever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, all right. So as we hear for our training today at the Portmore Academy, where I've invited about 20 persons to come on board to get themselves upgrade. And so for anyway, we get about how much hours are there? You know, about 12 hours. But anyway, whatever we have, we're working with it, right? So before you go in electricians, go to their theoretical exam and the practical. We are just going to go through a few definitions to just from prime up these electricians, so when they go in, they enter the exam with confidence and they will be able to, they will be successful in their examination, right? So we are going to now start, and we're going to, well, I'm going to ask a few questions. So if anybody don't know about the answer, you don't feel any way, right? Because you are here to learn, right? So whatever you don't know, I will explain to you in my way. Eventually we'll get it, right? So from this first set of definition that I printed, I'm going to start off. So every relation is supposed to know what is a conductor. So what is a conductor? Right? Anybody who wants to answer it, can answer it. You know, answer it away, you know? Right? What's a conductor? Right?
A conductor is a material that lower the resistance, a current.
Well, basically, an electrical conductor is a material
conductor will carry the
of a low resistance to the flow of electrical current, right?
Okay.
Because you don't want a material, you don't want the material to have a high resistance, because the material has a high resistance, the current won't be able to flow properly, right? So simple, right? And where conductors are concerned, right? In our trade, the two main materials, the two materials that are more widely used in electrical installation would be what? Right?
Aluminum.
Yeah, copper and aluminum, right? Right. So basically copper. Most of the internal wire is copper. However, outdoor work, aluminum. And both of them have their advantages and their disadvantages, right? So with copper, right? Copper is have less resistance, right? Because flow. However, it is expensive more than aluminum.
But the best conductor overall is silver.
Silver, yeah.
But it's not practical.
For practical purposes, we couldn't use silver for the electrical and so on. Silver is used like in things like
jewelry and custom.
Yeah, expensive circuit board and things like that, industrial setting and so forth. Right? So copper is the most widely used material. So alright. Insulator, the opposite of copper, what is an insulator? Right? Right. Alright, so on the opposite side now, insulator have a high resistance to the flow of electrical current. So the outer sheet of the conductor, that was the insulator, and so the most widely used insulator would be PVC and XLPE. Right? And I believe they have tough rubber sheet, they have mica, and they have some other insulator for them, high voltage and so forth like that, right? Yeah, right? So insulator, right? Semiconductor, say, what a semiconductor, right? This is more electronics, right? So semiconductor, is neither a good insulator or a good, right? Right, conductor, right? It's in between, because 7 mean half, right? But you know, we can't do those semiconductor because you know it comes to electronics and so forth.
So you have to restrict the flow of current.
Yeah. But the thing with semiconductor, sometimes you want the current to flow one direction and then you want it to flow another direction. So it all depends. So you would the appropriate electronics the electronics component
In the
and
application.
arrange them in a particular manner to get the desired result. Right? Circuit, simple, right? So a circuit is really the arrangement of conduct, arrangement
Arrangement of
wire,
electrical
wire,
components.
right? To carry circuit, because a circuit really means circle. Come from the word circle, right? So you just put the electrical wire and the electrical component together, you know, to carry current back and forth. So you have a switch, you have your socket outlet, the load, and things like that.
And the
right?
source.
And the source. Yes, so the source, which is, it could be from a battery, which is DC power, or from the utility, which is alternating power, right?
So 4 basic components of circuit are the source, the load,
Yeah.
control.
All right. Source, load, and control. Mr. Johnson. All right. So switch is just one of the simplest device
Okay.
in electrical system, just for control purpose. On and off, right? Open and close a circuit, right? Right. So circuit breaker, right? No. Well, you know, a circuit breaker is a switch, but it's not just a switch alone, right? It is also a protective, it's an electromagnetic protective device, which is used to open and close a circuit under normal and abnormal conditions, right? So that is it, right? So the circuit breaker is really the protection for your circuit, right? Because you know, if it gets in far, because you want the circuit breaker open, so put on the circuits, right?
You have a brief for where them are going. I expect
Don't target, so just read it.
I say if you have an understanding of where them are going.
I never two get it right there, right? All right, a fuse, very, you know, fuse. Well, we don't use in house wiring and so forth. We don't use a lot of fuse again. However, fuse is still widely used in industrial